are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 60.
Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he... So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for the touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20, Saquon Barkley. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Rodgers. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Here's Pacheco headed right. Down to about the 37. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people who are trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a third and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Kalijah Cansey, him to get him down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. 7-7, our score after 1. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Fork's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Dolphins had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. In motion, Hill. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they're going to speed things up here. Pacheco. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
63.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right? Where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You try to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
This quick pass complete to Sutton.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Rodgers. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 98 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Rodgers going to throw.
Out route to Hill, complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring out 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
In motion left goes a tight end.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Trying to get this up over the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here's 2nd and 3. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
3rd down and 1.
Build that momentum offense.
They'll try to run forward Barkley.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30.